Today is Monday, December 18th, and my name is Allison Barnes. I guess I just wanted to come on briefly and let you know how my day is going today and what went on the weekend. So on Friday, I finished sewing my dress to wear to my husband's Christmas party, and I will insert a picture somewhere so you can see what it looks like. It's my second dress that I've ever sewn, and it was my first time using the serger that my mother-in-law lent me, and it went pretty good. I had one little snafu which I ended up fixing by hand because I ended up putting a pretty good size hole in the sleeve in this area, and luckily it was kind of under the arm, so where I hand stitched it closed you can't really see it anyway. That was good. The Christmas party was nice, as it usually is, so once the dance starts it gets boring for me because the shoes I was wearing kind of hurt, so I just sat down most of the time. And my husband doesn't dance. He went around and he was talking to his friends and co-workers and that sort of thing. So I sat at the table and I did bring my knitting with me. I knit a few stitches on a sock, but it was kind of dark in there and I just didn't really feel like knitting at the time. So mostly I just did some work on my phone. I had a couple of emails to answer and that sort of thing. So today I guess on Sunday we had kind of half of our family over for an early Christmas celebration. This was my husband's side of the family, mainly because most of them, they don't stick around for Christmas, so we did our early celebration with them, and it was a very long and busy day, but it was a lot of fun. And there's like glitter all over the floor in my house now from either from the gifts or from my niece's dress. I'm not sure which. She's almost 2, and I sewed up some little outfits for her which aren't done, but I did get to show them so they know that they're coming soon. So yeah, today is, like I said, is Monday, and I already did the grocery shopping this morning for the week. And then when I got home, I threw in a bit of laundry. I also rinsed out some yarn that I had dyed up on Saturday morning, and it's just soaking now in some wool wash. And I dyed up the last dozen skeins for my wholesale order, my last wholesale order of the year. So yay, I'm so excited to be done that. So I've just been packing up orders for the mail, and I am starting to skein up some of the yarn that's already dry. And after that, tomorrow I'll probably do a little bit of last minute Christmas shopping for my husband, because he's kind of hard to buy for, and I haven't had time to really go out and just kind of look at things. And I think that's about it for now. I'm going to continue skinning yarn until I have to pick my son up from school, because it's getting close to 3 o'clock now. And then tonight will be some relaxing and some knitting, I think. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Today is Tuesday, December 19th, and I am in my office sitting in front of a warm fan, which I just turned off so that the sound doesn't get too loud on my phone for you guys. And I have the last of my wholesale order drying behind me, and I just wanted to come on today and show you a few of the stash enhancements that I had this week. And the first one is over there. I need to go get it. I recently learned of a shop called called Kitchen Sink Shop. Kitchen Sink Shop. Oops. The Kitchen Sink Shop. There, her name is Garlene, and she's on Instagram as @the Kitchen Sink Shop, and she's on Etsy as the Kitchen Sink Shop.c or she's on Etsy as the Kitchen Sink Shop CA. And I ordered. She makes great project bags, really cute drawstring sock sacks, and this is one of the bags that I got in my order, and it is so cute. Moose and bears and trees and acorns, I think, or pine cones. It's adorable, has a red lining, and I am gifting this to somebody, I don't know who yet, at our knit night tonight. So it is Tuesday, so on Tuesdays we all meet up at the Common Ground Community Cafe in Sherwood Park, and tonight, since it is our last meetup before Christmas, we're doing a kind of a white elephant gift exchange. So if you want to participate, you bring a gift. It's a knitting related gift or yarny related gift valued at around $30. And so I decided to gift one of these little bags, and I have about 90 grams of this sock yarn left over from what I had dyed up this summer. Now, I had already knit one sock from this skein of yarn as a shop sample, and I had been hanging on to the rest of this, thinking that I might knit another complete pair of socks that actually fit me, because the sample is a little big. So I was thinking of doing shorties, but you know what? This is nice and Christmassy, and I think it goes great with this bag. So I'm going to be gifting that together, and I'm probably going to throw in maybe an enamel pin. So that's one of the bags that I got from the Kitchen Sink Shop. And now I'm going to show you the other 3 bags that I got, because you can never have enough bags, and I'm planning on gifting at least one more of these. This is another drawstring bag. So it's got some great nature prints on it, some leaves, and inside is this amazing green. And because of this amazing green, I'm having a hard time deciding if I want to keep this one or gift it, because I love this color green. And it has like a linen or like a light canvas bottom. This next one, of course, it has birds, and that's why I love it. And it has a denim bottom. So this is the one that I'm thinking of keeping for myself, just because I like birds so much. And so the outside print is birds in cages, and the inside print are just birds, and it's very cute. And all of these bags are sewn just so perfectly. Garlene does an amazing job. I really think you need to check out her shop. And then I got this last bag because it's green and it's very unique. And the bottom is kind of a burlap. It's really cool. I don't know, it's just, I love the texture of it. I love the color combination. I love that it's very like natural fiber type project bag. And then inside is a dark brown. So, spoiler alert, you may be getting a really cute sock sack for Christmas this year, if I know you. She was also so sweet and included these little stitch marker charms for me. So there's an A for Allison, and there's a heart locket, and what else is there? A blue gem. I love the color blue, and a maple leaf. So those are awesome. I can't wait to add those to my little notions bag. Thank you, Garlene. I really, really love them, and I hope that you guys will check her out. My next stash enhancement this week is some hand-dyed yarn, and I don't have a large personal stash of hand-dyed yarn. Because I'm a slow knitter and I often don't have time to shop for yarn or actually complete my knitting projects in a decent amount of time, I don't generally just go and buy a whole bunch of yarn. But when I do, I go all out. So I got 4 skeins of yarn from Jen at Boss Lady Yarn Co. And they are the Ladies of Star Wars collection. And I got her Like a Boss sock base. So this is a 4-ply sock. And these are the Ladies of Star Wars. And I'll show them to you one at a time because I can't read the names, and it'd be too hard for me to point while I'm holding with 2 hands. So I'm going to put these down. So this first one is Phasma. This one is Maz. This is the brightest of the bunch. It's so fun. This one is Ray. There's that beautiful pop of like a turquoise in there. It's so beautiful. And the last one is Leia. And she included this really cute little progress keeper. Boss Lady Yarn Co. And she is on Instagram as @BossLadyYarnCo and on Etsy as BossLadyYarnCo.etsy.com. So my plans for these 4, because we are huge Star Wars fans in my house, is to put them together in maybe a sew faded sweater, some kind of faded garment for me. And then if there's leftovers, I'll make scrappy socks because I love Star Wars and these are amazing. Thank you, Jen. I think that's about it right now. I'm not going to show my works in progress today because I haven't made much progress on them, but I did start a new whip crochet project, which I will probably do some video of tomorrow or Thursday morning. Yeah, so that's all for today. Maybe I'll have some more for you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Sometimes I notice things just by accident, and this is one of those. I was scanning up my part of my wholesale order yesterday, and just throwing the colors in this bin, I noticed how pretty these 2 colors are together. This one is called Raspberry Cheesecake, and this one is called Spring Meadow. Aren't they so pretty together? I think they're beautiful. I think they would make a lovely and feminine t-shirt or cardigan, sweater, something like that. I just think they're so pretty. Yeah, so I have 3 more colorways. Oh, that's a heavy box. 3 more colorways to get finished drawing before I can skein them and delivering them to the Fibre Nook later this week. And yes, I have Christmas wrapping paper in the studio. I did wrap one gift for a customer who requested I send some yarn to her sister for Christmas and that they be wrapped, and they had silly notes on them that I didn't understand, but they did, and that was fun. So I guess I need to go and wrap some of my own Christmas presents now, and I may pour a glass of eggnog. Yeah, okay, that's it. Bye-bye. Today is Wednesday, December 20th, and I just got home from a yoga class. I recently started yoga again. I hadn't been doing yoga for about a year or so, and I really enjoyed it, although my legs felt really rubbery and sore afterwards. So I'm just having some coffee in my new mug, and I'm watching one of the kittens give herself a bath while I just have a little bit of relaxation before I dive into some scanning and labeling. I'm hoping to get my wholesale order out the door today. So that means I have a little bit of work to do. And other than that, I may play in the dye pots a little bit today if I feel up to it. If not today, then tomorrow is definitely a dye day. I have a custom order, my sister shawl skein set to dye, and I have to dye the bonus yarn club of the month. I think that's it for me for the moment. I may check in a little while. I do have a finished object to show, and I'll probably show that next video. It is still Wednesday, and since it's not yet 2 o'clock and I finished scanning and labeling my yarn, I am going right to the Fibre Nook to drop it off for them, and that way I'll have the evening at home to relax, and I'll actually be able to have a beer with supper tonight, and just really looking forward to a quiet evening at home. So I'm gonna go get those dropped off, come home, and start working on a Christmas present. I am in the dye studio. It's Thursday, December 21st. Today's my mom's birthday. Hi Mom, happy birthday. And hopefully this will be my last day in the dye studio before Christmas. I plan to complete a custom order for a vintage family room set for my sister's shawl knit along. As well, I have the Yarn of the Month club to dye today. So in those pots back there are the vintage family room, and in that pot there is the first batch of Yarn of the Month, the bonus Yarn of the Month for 2017. I have hinted about it a little bit on Instagram and Facebook about changes coming to Yarn of the Month. They're very good changes. I got some new branding happening. I'm working with a designer for some really fun stuff, and it's going to be a better value for you guys, which I'm sure you're going to love. So stay tuned for some sneak peeks on my Instagram, and I'll probably talk about it more on my YouTube channel. So very excited about taking a little break and working on the new branding website. Just good things coming in 2018, that's for sure. And I have to remember that it's 2018 because for some reason at Knit Night on Tuesday I called next year 2011, and I don't really want to go backwards. In 2011 my son was 1. I was just getting into crocheting, and dyeing yarn wasn't even a thought, wasn't even part of my dream. So I guess that's all I want to talk about right now. While these colors are setting, I'll probably run upstairs and do a little bit more filming about some things that I got in the mail this week. And I wanted to talk about something else. I can't remember. Okay. This is the project that I've been working on this week. It is a crocheted cowl using my hand-dyed yarn. This is a hand-painted colorway that I haven't dyed for a couple years because I don't hand paint anymore. It was called Amazon, and it's also on a base that I don't carry anymore. It was the first superwash merino DK base that I carried. And for this project I am holding 2 strands together, and I'm using I believe it's an 11.5 millimeter hook, decorated with a sticker by my son. And I made it long enough so that it can scrunch around the neck and keep you warm, or you can like pull it over your head to keep your head warm in a pinch. This is for my son's teacher for Christmas. And she likes blue, so I'm hoping that she will like this. That is basically all I've been working on this week. I've made very little progress on my Jamie shawl, though I am past the first 2 sections and I'm on the 3rd section. So hopefully next video I will actually show it to you, because I hope to make some more progress over Christmas. I keep forgetting stuff that I want to add to the video, so I'm going to insert this somewhere in the middle. I finished my wiggle dress. I showed you the fabric I was cutting out for the wiggle dress a couple episodes ago, I think maybe on the 1st episode. I did finish sewing it up. I used the serger that my mother-in-law gave me for Christmas. It's actually the serger I borrowed from her, and then she surprised me and she gave it to me for Christmas. And I wore the dress to my husband's Christmas party last weekend. So I'm going to insert a picture here for you so that you can see what the finished product looks like. I found it very easy to sew. The longest part was maybe just cutting out the fabric, cutting out the pattern pieces. That's all. Otherwise, pretty easy. You don't need a serger to sew it. Because I got the serger, I decided I wanted to try using it. But if you're interested in sewing a form-fitting, figure-flattering dress, I would definitely recommend the wiggle dress. And that's by Patterns for Pirates. And you can find them on Instagram and Facebook, and they have a website as well. I'm upstairs in my office / studio now, and I thought I'd give you a little recap of the gift exchange that we did at our knit night on Tuesday night. It was hilarious. It was a lot of fun, and it's a funny story for me because in this gift exchange, what we did was everybody was given a number, and the first person would pick a gift and open it so everybody could see, and the second person could either choose a new gift to open or they could steal from the first person, and that went on for every round. They would allow up to 3 steals. After 3 steals, then the next person would have to choose a new gift. So when it was my turn, I was like right in the middle. I knew exactly what I wanted, and I stole a gift from somebody else with some beautiful sock yarn from my friend. And on another turn, somebody stole that from me. So I decided to, I think it had been 3 steals already. So what I did was I chose a new gift and I opened that, and it was some more beautiful tweed sock yarn. And later on in the game, somebody took that from me, so I stole back the first gift of sock yarn. And later on, that one was stolen from me, so I re-stole back the tweed sock yarn, which was taken from me. And at that point of the game, 3 steals had already happened in that round, so I had to pick a new gift again. And when I opened it up, it was a skein of my own hand-dyed yarn. And it was a prize that I had given away to a winner who was a local friend of mine, and she had brought it for the gift exchange. So at the end of the game, I had this skein of my own hand-dyed yarn, which was pretty funny, and I was lucky enough that I got to trade. I did a couple of trades with some of the ladies in the group, and I ended up with this skein of yarn. And it's about a heavy fingering or a sport weight, and it is 40% wool, 40% silk, and 20% viscose from bamboo. And it is called Nuna, I think. And it's a 50-gram skein, and you can see how beautifully soft and drapey and shiny. It has a nice sheen to it and a beautiful halo. And this color is perfect. I have some yarn in my stash that this will go nicely with for whatever project I end up using it for. I think it would actually be really, really pretty in some lightweight mittens, so we'll see about that. And then that same night, my friend Ashley and I exchanged gifts, and one of the gifts was that mug that I showed in my last video that says, "Don't give a sip." And in it was also this skein of Sea Turtle Fiber Arts sock yarn in an unknown colorway, but it's really pretty. It's a mainly tonal black, and then there's a short section of like blues and purples, which I love, and they will make beautiful socks. It's a really pretty, like a 6-ply sock yarn. It's very round. It's a heavier sock yarn. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then yesterday when I was checking the mail, there was a package from Jamie from Cozy Up with the Stitchin' Sisters, and I had asked for a pair of slippers that they make, and she sent those to me, and there was a surprise inside. There was a skein of yarn from Vivid Yarn Studio, and it's on her sparkle base, her sparkle sock, and it's called Lemonade Stand. And this color, she says this color reminded her of me, and there was a card and it was signed from all of the sisters, so thanks again, ladies. This is beautiful, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. This is going into stash for now. I'm not sure what it'll become yet, but I have some more of this same base from Vivid, so that's gonna go beside that. Maybe I'll show you a sneak peek of a couple of things. One thing that I've been working on. I've been working closely with a crochet designer in the United States for a little, well, maybe not little, a kind of a gathering or festival that they're having in Chicago in February. And I'm sponsoring the event, and along with that I'll be sending some swag for some of their guests. So we came up with an idea to make some mini skein keychains, and I'm playing around with the size right now. The first one that I made is this little guy, and I thought, oh, that's way too small. You can't even hold on to it. So I went next size up. Not much better. And then I did this one, and that's good enough to hold on to, I think. I may play around with the size, but I kind of like that. There will be some sort of a tag on it with my logo and a key ring as well. So I'm going to be playing around with those. And yeah, maybe if you think that I need to go a little bigger for a keychain, why don't you leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts. These wouldn't be useful for anything really. There's maybe 1 or 2 grams of sock yarn in here, and it's mainly for a decoration to show off and let people know that you love yarn and you love knitting or crocheting, and you'll be hanging your keys from them. So yeah, let me know what you think. There's no shop update this week. In fact, my shop will be closed as of tomorrow morning, and I'll be shipping out the last of the orders, except for the dye to order yarns, which are either currently being dyed or will be dyed after Christmas. Those will ship or be ready to pick up after Christmas. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great Christmas. I will probably do some vlogging in the next week or two. There may or may not be an episode next week. Just depends on timing. It's going to be family time around here, and it's not going to be quiet. But I'll try and get some knitting in. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.